next, I have an ecosystem update for you. So I have this project board I created, and what we're going to do is keep adding projects as we encounter them. So I had a meeting, an initial kickoff meeting with the San Francisco Arts Commission yesterday. There's a lot of work to do before we can actually be officially working with them. But the meetings started, so I've got those on the board. But we've got a lot of gray spots here that we need to fill in. And in order to do that, we need to make sure that we have good leadership at the ecosystem level. And if you recollect so far, we've got leads for each of the councils. There's a strategy council, that's me. We've got a technology council, that's Prabhu. Marketing, which is Riva. We've got creator council, which is Fur. And the ecosystem council has been without a lead. And what I'd like to do today is introduce you to Zachary Holwerda. Come on here, Zach. Let's see you there. Hi, and this Zach's your new ecosystem
What's up,
lead.
Nick? What's going on?
How you doing, man?
You know, I'm living the dream. I'm talking a little bit in Discord with people right now, and I heard like my cue in, and I was like, oh crap, gotta get back.
As I understand, you're fighting the weather here today.
Yeah, I am. Our natural gas decided to not want to work today, so I am patiently waiting for DTE Energy to come to my house and fix it.
Well, I hope they get there soon. So Zach, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop this screen, and
Yep.
I'd like to get you up here, and let's talk a little bit about. First of all, let's let our community get to know you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, absolutely. I've been in the Web3 space for, I don't know, since 2020. So still relatively new, but during that time, I've worked with like over 50 Web3 founders and companies in various roles as like a facilitator. You know, I've done a little bit of capital raising, I've done marketing, I've done content, I've done a lot of community building. That's probably the biggest thing that I've done. And yeah, I've worked in DApps, I've worked in exchanges, layer twos. I've been a little bit of everywhere, and connections and networking has been like my thing in all of that. I'm excited to bring that network here. So yeah,
That's awesome. So what do you? What's been the most exciting project you worked on so far? Let me start there first.
The layer 2 that I worked on was really cool. They were doing some pretty cool. They were trying to solve the issue of identity on the blockchain, building on Cosmos. Shout out to the Sonar guys. They have a really cool deep tech, and I hope they get a good product out soon. But then also I worked in digital goods, and that was really fun. I got to work with some people in like the Web 2 space, and worked with some Web 2 brands and learned the process of sourcing goods. And like last week you had the sneaker guys on, and that kind of gave me memories of that. And I got a lot of cool, fun connections, and I got to go to we did a really fun pop-up at NFT NYC at Stadium Goods with like Hype Beast. It was really fun. So it was like a lot of cool experiences. I've always been one to be like a risk taker, I guess you could say. Like, you tell me something, I'll go do it. I don't like, oh, I've never done that before. So it's really kind of helped me like broaden my skills, and I hope more than anything that I'm just going to enhance the already awesome council leads that we have, and then also be a good communicator to our community, as in users and developers. So
That's cool. So what is your vision for the ecosystem council? How do you see it taking root and growing, and executing on its primary function?
yeah, so I'm green. I've been here for 10 hours, everyone watching. So I did do some notes this morning about like what my first priorities are going to be while I'm here. And first thing I'm going to be doing is comms, right? So how can community members, users, et cetera, how best are they going to be able to communicate with us as the leads and the council people, and then vice versa? Like, how do we give the best information? Because we're doing a 2-hour live stream right now. How do we digest that in a small bite-sized pieces where everyone can stay informed And so once we solve the issue of communication and that is a good, effective way, I really want to start focusing on partnerships and really start focusing on some DApps that like will help with like DAO governance and just like the organizational apps in that way, while we continue to get to the human focus that you were talking about earlier.
Cool. And what kind of partners do you see coming on board here?
So in my back pocket, I do know a few museums here in the Midwest. I'm based in the Midwest. Some interactive museums. So I could definitely be helping out in that case. I would love to be able to get Phygital goods in here, and like, because Phygital has not, maybe we'll get an opportunity to rebrand that, because I'm not in love with that term. I don't think that it has had a fair shake on the blockchain, because it's just been really cumbersome, and how like the buying mechanics, KYC, all of that happens. And one of the reasons why I was so excited to join the team was the system that you guys are building and how it will be light. And in my opinion, the blockchain shouldn't matter. It should be in the background. People should be able to be like, I want to buy this. It should be no different than the Web 2 services. The back end should just do its job. And now we're doing it in Web 3. And there's been a lot of like technical things that hasn't been perfect yet, but at each iteration we're getting closer and closer. And so this is the first time I've seen someone put a human approach to it, and like, I want to be able to do commerce on a blockchain and not just buy a PNG or a JPEG, or say, hey, you eventually will get this and we'll send it to you later. And it's like some weird, we have Excel spreadsheets and then we have to get KYC. It should be all just in one file swoop. Just like it would be like a Shopify, like you said with Future Hub. It should be 3 clicks away, like Steve Jobs says, to buying something. So that's like what I want to do, is get like physical items in people's pockets.
That's great. Well, Zach, welcome to the team. I'm super excited to collab with you and to kick ass and really get our ecosystem going, because the ecosystem is where it's at, right? Like, we can create the best technology, we can do the best marketing, we can get the creators on board, but unless you've got an ecosystem where there are buyers and companies consuming and using the protocol, it's all in vain. So you're in the hot seat, man. I'm in the hot seat, but you're also there, right there with me. So yeah, I'm very confident we can work together and
we'll be best friends in 6 months from now.
Yes.